Hey everybody, welcome back to J&V Rock Hunting. I'm Jay. V is at work. I had a doctor's appointment this morning and I didn't get home till yesterday, Sunday until 2, so I didn't do anything yesterday, but I figured I might as well make the best out of the day, so I met up with Patty.
Hey y'all.
With Pat. And we were on the way to one creek to go fill up a couple buckets with geodes, and of course we're on some back roads here in Kentucky, and this is how you find geodes in Kentucky. You just find a creek with some access in certain locations and you pull over and look, and guess what? Let me turn this around. This just a couple that I put right here. Now this is some solid stuff right here, but that's still a pretty cool formation. And that thing there, and here's a weird little one. Here's another weird looking one. Here's one with like a red skin to it. There's one right there. Partial, there's a nice piece of chert. Look at that. Some kind of chalcedony or something in that right there. That's a piece of a geode. Right here's one. Yeah, and if you look over here, let me zoom in. There's a pile that I started right there when I first walked down, because I'm just parked right there. And there's, they're just all in this creek. But I figured I'd do a little video and show you what's that. Oh, is that shiny one you were showing?
No.
Something else?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's just some kind of surface staining.
I scraped it.
I think it's chert. Yeah.
Chert.
Yeah, some kind of chert or something. That looks like chalcedony right there, though.
That's just weird.
It's either chalcedony or quartz. I don't know. You want that?
No.
All right, let me look around here for a minute. I don't know if I want to get a bucket or not, because I know the creek that we were planning on going to has some pretty good stuff. So I don't know how much I want to fill up here. If I fill any, well, there's a couple that I already know that I'm going to take. Show you what you got to be aware of out here on the creeks. That thing ain't going to bother you. It's a pretty good size one though. Come on. Oh, look right here. Nice piece of rugose. So there's fossils here too. All right, hold on guys. Patty just picked this one up. That's a perfect little geode. Now I picked this one up. And then this little piece of rugose coral.
Oh, cool.
Got some more chert right here. Ugh. Probably a fragment of a geode or something. Almost looked like it might have been a artifact, like a scraper or something, but I don't know. I don't think so. I don't see any obvious work marks. That's one.
Yep.
It's heavy, ain't it? No, actually for
Boy,
the size, it ain't.
Pretty markings on the outside.
For the size, it ain't that heavy.
We need to park it here when we find it again.
Pretty little one.
Yeah, that one is. I like that one.
There's a partial. Yeah, there's
What's that pink looking one over there?
quite a It's
Yeah.
part of a geode. Flat, broke out.
It's like a
That's pretty
purple
color.
in it.
Pinkish purple. The one down there with red on it.
Yeah, it is. Yep, you found new geode place.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go get me a bucket before I get too far from the car. Hold on, guys. Alright, I went and got me a bucket. In the process, I put 4 good sized geodes in the car, so I didn't have to carry them. But I was going to show you this foot for reference, size 12 foot. I don't know how many of you will remember that big piece I brought back from Lake Cumberland. Let me move some of these little pebbles out of there. This is the same thing. See the coral colonies in this thing, and then there's some that's popping out, or like agatized pieces of the rugose or whatever kind of coral it is. But that thing is massive. I can budge it, but that don't mean I can lift it. Yeah, that thing's massive. There's no way I could lift that thing. I mean, I could, but I'm not carrying it back to the car. And I've already got a big one, so I don't need to grab that. But it's really cool. That'd be a cool yard rock. But there might be smaller ones down here, if there's ones that big. There's one good round one, round geode. I think I'll put that in the bucket. Now, I can tell you right now, just looking, that this creek either gets hunted or it doesn't have as many geodes in it as the one I was planning on going to. But there's a lot of flat ones that I'm seeing. I'm not taking them. But there's plenty, at least fragments. I just seen one over here. Where'd it go? Take your eye off one and then you lose it. There's a nice piece of that rugose. I've got a bunch of these at the house, but that's a pretty decent looking specimen. Maybe Patty will want. You want this, Patty?
Yeah.
I've got quite a few of these.
I've been wanting to find some I can cut.
Well, there you go.
I like this one. This
I've
is
got-
a better specimen than the one I've got at home.
I've got several of those. I find them all over the place. It's an odd shape, but it feels kind of light. Yeah, why not? There, right there's actually a geode too. It's just a different type. And I found some good crystals in ones like that, but that one feels a little bit heavy.
Huh. What do you make of that?
That's just a little geode that got broke out. It might have been a little brachipod or some kind of fossil that turned into a geode. You got your bucket right on one. Let's get down in the water just a smidge. Yeah, that's awful flat. There's a little one. I'm getting about to where I can't get any farther with my shoes I brought today. That one's a little bit flat, but it does feel kind of light, so. Huh?
I got my rubber boots on.
No, that's all right. Wasn't nothing really good. I don't care if these get wet down inside anyways when it comes down to it.
Turn left onto Kentucky 70 North.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mute my.
Yep, make a left.
All right, let me come back to you. I'll find some other stuff. The wind's kicking up right now, but I just found this thing. This thing's wild. And it's got, I don't know if that's quartz or chalcedony or what, but it almost looks like it could be banded. So I'm gonna take this little fragment home and cut it and see what it looks like. So yeah. And I found a couple of little things. Almost look like little horn corals or something. Like they're geodized little horn corals. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I could be wrong, but that's wild. What's that? Just a parcel. It looks almost like a, oh, I forgot to show this clam looking thing.
Look at that quartz on the outside.
Yeah, that's kind of like this thing. It's almost the same shape.
Yeah.
So I found this. Almost looks like a clam or oyster or something. It's got the layers like the shells do with those, but it's all like solid quartz or something. And the shape of it looks like a clam or something.
I did find a piece
I don't know.
of wood.
Well, we're finding some pretty interesting stuff here. Anyways.
Jeff, look at this.
Not that far from my house.
Look at this.
Yeah, that's chert nodules in that limestone. There was one back there I showed you. Yeah, that's a pretty good looking chert in those. It's a banded chert. If you want to break some of that out, there's some in there. It looks like another rugose, possibly. Not a very good one though. See how that one right there is kind of coming to a point. There's another one right there, one right there, one right here. There's a couple of them in there, but that's not a very good sample, I don't think. Look. Hold on, guys. Another little one. And then there was another one right here. I think that's one too. Oh, look at that. There's a big one right there next to it. Get over here, because this is a big one right here. Oh, it's flat. Dang it. It's been broke is what it is. Because this is just part of it. Because it would have come out more than double that size. It would have come out like this. And it's just broke. Just white. Some kind of staining. Cool looking red. That ain't nothing. Trying to see if there's any more little ones right here without walking too far. There's a part of one. Broke open. There's a little one. It almost looks like it might be the innards of one that came out and busted out. For its size, it felt too heavy. There's a broken one. Another broken one. Man, that's pretty good gravel bar right here. We may not even go anywhere else.
Got another small one that's right. Oh.
All right, let me turn this camera off again. All right, guys, we left that creek and we're headed up to a better creek that I know that there's more good hollow geodes anyways, because there was a lot of solid ones there. I mean, there was some interesting stuff. Good looking chert. You know, we both got probably close to a little bit more than half a bucket full of stuff, you know. It was interesting enough to where I think I want to cut some of it, so instead of cracking the stuff here, you know.
Find out what's in it.
Yeah, I mean, because there's some of it looked
promising,
like it had some chalcedony in it or something, so never can tell. But we'll find out whenever I get home and try to cut some of it. I don't know if I'll do it tonight or finish this video off or what, but might do some live because I gotta do that giveaway for the brachiopods from that other video. I don't know if somebody watched it.
I did.
Okay, I'll bring you back when we get to the creek. All right, we made it to what I call the Geode Creek, and Lord, I mean, I ain't been here 5 minutes and I've almost filled up a bucket. I just started, you know, filling them up, but I'm gonna turn this around and just show you how crazy this is. I'm not even on the creek. I'm just wait. Up in this little wash right here, and look at what I just piled up right here on this rock. And there's more. There's all kinds. Here's one. Here's one. Hold on a minute. Zoom back out. Sorry, I had to zoom out. There's a bunch of broke open ones, but man, there's just geodes everywhere. Little ones. Can't wonder what that one is. That's a partial. Here's a good one right here. Shoot, I think that was one too, but I want to get this one out. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I mean, look at this. There's a good little one. There's a good little one. Not too big, not too little, but yeah, it's a decent sized little geode. And even the ones you find that are cracked are good. That one's too flat. That one feels all right. Yeah. Oh gosh. I can't reach too far over there. That one feels too solid. Yeah. I'm just trying to get some of these up. That's back up in here. There's a good little one. Here's one in the bank. There's one on the bank. I gotta get a bucket over here for these. That fell. There's a good one on the bank. There's one that broke open. That ain't no good. There's a good one. There's two good ones right there. I don't know if I can reach them or not. There's one that's broke. There's Showing some good crystals right there. That's partial right there. Good crystal. Even the flat one. See, that one was a flat one. Look at the crystals that's in there. Oh, they're just, I'm telling you, this is the most amazing creek. I got to get those two up there. I can come back down. There's another one over there I want. But let's get down here. I'll come bring my bucket back over here in a second. But I was digging them out to the wall right here. I mean, look. There's one. There's one. There's a partial or something. Oh, this might be bigger than I thought. Maybe I should have brought a rock hammer. Oh, yeah, that's bigger than I thought it was. And it's light. I don't know if it's broke. There's one in the wall. There's one in the wall. This place is just crazy. Let me set these down for a second, because I got to get this. If they're still in the wall, then there's less chance of them being tumbled in the creek. And I can't get my, there we go. Good size geode. And it feels pretty light, so now let's work on this one. Did you bring your hammer? You didn't, did you? Your hammer? There's a little one. There's a little one. No, that ain't one. That's a partial one. Here's one that looks like it's broke. Nah. I want to get this one out. Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the rock hammer for that. There's one that's broke. Oh, I just found a tick on me too. Dadgummit. I just flipped the tick off of me. So, look at that big monster I pulled out. It feels pretty solid though. My bucket tipped over. Put these back in there. Show you what I already had in my bucket. Look at this. Great crystals. Hold on, man. Good crystals, and that's just a little fragment I found sitting up there. I mean, look right down there in the water. There's 4 right there. And across. These things are everywhere. That one's light. That one's very light. That one's definitely going to be hollow. That one's pretty light for its size. What do you think, Patty? Ants. And on the other side of this little thing here, they're all over the place too. Look at this over here on this bank. Coming out of the bank. There's one. There's one. There's a little one out there. There's a good one. Oh, that one's already broke a little bit. There's one that's broke. Kind of take too many of the broken ones. I want that big one over there. Feel it and see if it's light. Ooh.
It was warm when I walked off
You mean the water temperature warm or
this. Yeah.
ambient temperature warm? Because it's plenty warm.
That is
All right, I'm gonna get this big one over here. I mean, they get much bigger than this, but there's a little one. A lot of times them chert ones are pretty good. Let's see how heavy that is. Oh, that might not be too bad. They're just all over the place. Oh Lord, look at this. Hold on. There's one. Oh, that's in there hard. Those are all in there hard. There's one there. I got branches all on my face. There's a big one right there. Or they're just coming out everywhere right here. Hey Patty, come over here and look at this bank right here. Yeah, they're just coming out everywhere. You want a bucket? I've already got more than a 5-gallon bucket right now with what's over there. And yeah. We just came and parked right there. Just came right down here. And all I've done was right here in this little area. There's no need to. Me and Vicky walked down that way one time, and it's just like this everywhere. And the other side is just as much. Yeah, they're everywhere. I mean, you can't hardly see, but I'll try to slow pan so you can see. Anything that's roundish looking is a geode. Yeah, they're everywhere. That's why I call this the Geode Creek. And you don't even have to go that far to.
I bet you like the side the first time you found it.
All right, I'm gonna take this bucket and empty it and come back and collect my pile up. And there's a couple of the big ones I want to feel and see how heavy they are, because I definitely want to take some big ones home. Hold on, guys. All right, just show you this other side. I walked over. I've already emptied another bucket. I already put one in the bucket from this side. But show you some of these ones that's broke open, so you can see what can be in them. Because there's several I see over here. I mean, look at coming out of the banks. That right there is almost a basketball size one. Right there. I mean, gotta watch out for these thorn bushes, but look at that. It felt a little bit too heavy. Although the heavier ones here, Man, they can have some good crystals in them. I might take that one. Yeah, that one don't feel bad either. I mean, they're just coming out of the banks everywhere, and they're all over the gravel bar here. So maybe this one broke open. Got a crinoid in there. Oh, there you go. This side. That's the side to look at. Nice crystals in there. So pretty. Look at that thing. Feels a little bit heavy for me. I mean, just right here. They're just everywhere right here. Oh, that's pretty. That's real pretty. I ain't seen one like that before. Oh yeah. Toss them up there by my bucket. Oh, that one's light. That one feels kind of heavy. That one's broke. Let's wash it and see if you can see how good that looks in there. It would look better dry, but yeah, it's not bad. There's another little one. There's one that's broke open. Whole one light. That one's pretty light. Oh God, I can't. Well, my feet are already wet, so I don't care. I can't get that one up. It's stuck in clay right here. Oh, yeah, that one's heavy. Definitely taking that one. Yeah, that one feels kind of heavy. That one's light. God almighty. Can't get them up. That one's heavy. Oh, Lord. There's more down that little deep spot. Oh Lord, I don't know. There's so many. Look at this one. This thing's big. There's one. There's one. Feels a lot. That one feels kind of heavy. There's another little one. Just tossing them up by my bucket and I'll put them back in there. That one don't feel too bad. Yeah, that was a lot. Feels kind of heavy. So this is one of those kind of beak out ones. See that pattern? It was kind of flat, but sometimes these are pretty good, so I'm going to take that one. Oh Lord, that one's pretty light. I don't know if it feels kind of heavy. That's one. Oh, that looks bigger than I thought. That's one. Oh, Lord. Wearing myself out here. Yeah. Things are just everywhere. It's crazy. How big that one is. Oh, that don't feel too bad actually, for as big as it is. And I dropped it. Okay, hold on guys. All right guys. I thought I was filming that last little bit. Let me turn this around. I'll probably put a couple more in that before I get over to the bank, but this is as far as I made it. And there's just still gobs and gobs of them just everywhere at my feet. I'm standing on some. I mean, seriously, that's where my foot was. There's where my other foot was. I know, it's crazy. There's one right here. There's multiple ones all in this. There's a big one right there. Multiple ones right there coming out of the banks. They're just everywhere. Trying to find, there was one that broke open. Find some good light ones. I want to get a couple more, I don't know. The little one, that thing's light. That's a big one, I can't even budge it. Got crystal showing on the outside of it. Some hanging in the wall right here. There's one broke open. Showing some good crystals. That looks like a crinoid calyx right there. I think I'll give that to Patty. She's been wanting one in. Yeah, I think that's what that is. Yeah. I mean, there's a big one hanging out of the wall right there. There's crinoids here too. Here you go, Patty. Patty, whatever. Trish. Trisha. Another calyx.
Wow.
You wanted one, there's your one. You want to carry it anyways. There's a pile right there. Some that I threw up there.
That red one I put there.
Yeah.
The one with the red in it.
They're just everywhere.
They're just...
All right, I'm going to end this video. Hold on. So yeah, it's Geode Creek, and that's how you find a geode.
Boy, I'll tell you, you find the geode, yes.
I told you when we went to Fishing Creek that
You can't step out here without stepping on one.
they're everywhere. And as many as I've just took, we didn't make a dent.
No.
There's so many. There's so many.
We weren't here that long.
No, we were here just under an hour.
Next
And,
time they come, we gotta bring a truck.
Well, that's going to do it because this pretty much wore me out, and I got to go home. I still got to go pick up Vicky, and might do another video for that giveaway and everything like that. But this will probably be, I'll probably make this the premiere. You get to be on my premiere.
Yay! Premiere.
In case I didn't, many of you don't know, this is Patricia Bach.
Hi.
Y'all have seen her in the chat. Some of y'all have. She's in Julie and Brian's chats all the time. She's in a lot of different people's chats. And she just lives about an hour north of me, and we've met up a couple times. She went to Patty Pit Quarry with us, and she's been to the gym show with us. We've met up a couple times. So
Introduced you to Fishing Creek.
yeah,
After you lived.
we got to go back there. We got to go back there.
After
Although-
you lived about practically on it forever.
Only because it's a little bit closer. But this right here, if you want geodes, this is the place.
Is amazing. This won't quit.
All right, now I'm Jay. V's at work, and we're about to go pick her up, and she is.
Patricia Bach.
We'll catch y'all later. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, dang it. Yeah, that's the bucket I just brought back up. And this, all of them I collected. There's what Patty collected, plus from the other creek. There's my bucket from the other creek. Plus there was 4 or 5 big ones underneath all that stuff. And
I'm sitting on a bucket.
she's sitting on a, half bucket?
Yep.
About a half bucket. Now it's bye.